look at that. I wish I had that. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm tired of working and having my own career. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Let my man control things. Yeah, about that. Listen to what this lovely lady has to say, and here you go.
And witnessing financial abuse has made being a stay-at-home mom like my worst nightmare. Literally. Imagine a man asks you to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom, and then anytime he gets mad, he calls you a broke B word who don't help with the bills. Like, no. Or imagine he starts cheating on you and doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and because he knows you don't have no money to take care of the kids,
Yep.
and you got to stay, he keep on doing it. No. And I feel like the people who aspire to be a stay-at-home mom, either one, you guys have way too much trust in men, and you guys don't fear men enough, or two, you guys have never truly seen financial abuse. But once you see it with your damn eyes, wow, you will never aspire to be financially dependent on a man. I mean, that's literally my worst nightmare. I mean, I could scream just thinking about it. Hell no. I don't aspire to be a stay-at-home nothing. I must always have my money. Always, 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 always. Because when a man knows you literally can't leave because you literally don't have a coin without his okay, I promise you, he will start treating you different. And when financial stress is on a man, even the best man can start acting crazy. Please don't ever set yourself up like that. If you take anything from me, let this be one of the things you take from me.
Because back in the day, they didn't have social media, and women could not share their experiences. So maybe it's limited to conversation. But again, look at my friend. All that time, don't forget, within the past 3 years, her husband having multiple. I mean, multiple. Do you hear me? Surgeries. All right. I don't mean, oh, just my little toe. No, surgeries. All the time she took out. Now, before having a business, making up, she's a money maker. 20 years. No, married over 20 years. Um, all that time. And she was, I just learned recently that the big body Benz that he driving, she paid it off. I didn't know that. Fast forward, takes off from her career, things slow down. The business pretty much goes belly up. Got to see about him. Multiple surgeries. Now he's retired because he's older. And what does he tell her? Maybe to find you a full time job. Not so it can be some money, honey, if you're bored. This money you can just stack. No, 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 no. He wants her working. I was thinking, look at all, because I was like, man, every time I'm like, again? Another surgery? Again? Yeah. So as long as she was able to contribute and help build up and help pay bills, and she's bringing in, she's been bringing in six figures, man, please, bringing that up for over a decade with the bills and lifestyles and mess, as long as she was doing that. But all of a sudden, he's back to health. And what's he doing? He wants her to get a job and work. Oh, used to her being an income producer for so long, heaven forbid, especially, and this is the way I see it in my community. A black woman, you get the chance, and that was a lot of men feel that way. So all this giving and giving and take care of my man, let's put the shoe on the other foot. Studies have shown that when women get sick, a lot of times a man will leave, divorce, abandon them. But a woman with more emotional creatures are going to be there. I was shocked. The bills are still getting paid through his pension. He wants her to get a full-time job. And she's right. Sometimes women don't, when you got your own money, you can make it, you're the lucky one, and you don't even know that. You don't know it. But they're romanticizing, oh, a baby in the family. See, it's life behind the picture. People can smile for the camera, look all dressed up and smile and hold a baby lovey-dovey. Yeah. What's happening behind the picture? What's the pain behind the smiles? That's what some people don't see.
And then anytime he gets mad, he calls you a broke B word who don't help with the bills. Like, no.
So how you gonna help with the bills and stay at home and raise his kids and cook and clean? That's crazy. Again, the video I did on the Patreon. She's, I'm getting married. I told her she was what, stupid or she's a fool. You all fool. When she told me that little setup that they had going on. Good luck with that plan.
No. Or imagine he starts cheating on you and doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and because he knows you don't have no money to take care of the kids,
what you gonna do?
And you gotta stay. He keep on doing it
because he knows what you gonna do. You're depending on him. There was a lady. Oh, little Becky was in her vehicle driving, and she was like, she been a stay-at-home mom all these years, and they've been married for what, I guess, umpteen years. And then he makes all the money. What did he tell her? I guess they're going through a divorce, and told her she pretty much uses, you know how you get a card, debit card or credit card, what have you, uses his card, right? He told her she needs to get her own card. If all she's done is be a stay-at-home mom and she doesn't make any money, what kind of car she gonna get? You know she doesn't have a car. That's why I tell anybody, oh, we're getting married. That's great. If it's gonna work, congratulations. But a woman, the worst thing you might can do is start popping out some kids. Let's kind of give it a couple of years, see how it's going. Okay, because you might decide, after being married to him, living with him, I don't think I want to do this. Sometimes that can be the trap. Because people can change up, and I've heard many women say that, oh, when the money's change up, then that's you're gonna find out for sure. You can go from career woman, have all this and that, when the money changes up and the man making all the money, ooh, guess what, you might find out you got a totally different dude. Who's this? Instead of Harper, who this woman, or who this, who's this man? This is the man behind the mask. Who's this man? The man behind the mask, the man he's been hiding. Total change up.
No.
See, this lets me know men will treat you different when you have your own money. Oh, yes, when you have your own money, he might be a little bit more careful. Wow, you can make some moves. You don't have your own money. Ooh, you're getting ready to trust 9 times out of 10. You're getting ready to see who you really got. You're going to see who you really
I feel like the people who aspire to be a stay-at-home mom, either one, you guys have way too much trust in men, and you guys don't fear men enough, or two, you guys have never truly seen financial abuse. But once you see it with your damn eyes, you will never aspire to be financially dependent on a man.
And that's my whole thing. Women can learn from other women. You don't have to have to experience everything. You can learn from others. Getting involved with a dust bucket, you can learn from others. Social media is out there. You think you're alone experiencing something? No, you're not. Get on TikTok, social media. You're going to find somebody going through the same thing. You can learn from others. That will never be me. You just never know. But I think women go for the idea of what you're supposed to do. But now you're saying it's a different kind of reality.
That's literally my worst nightmare. I mean, I could scream just thinking about it. Hell no. I don't aspire to be a stay-at-home nothing. I must always have my money. Always, always.
Because when you don't have your own money, I'm willing to bet you always, you're going to act up real differently. Mm-hmm. Oh, what he want? What do you want? Well, he wants what? Yeah. You tell him what he wants. So, what do you want? He wants kids, and we want to start a family real early. Okay, so you're gonna stop working. Is he gonna have an allowance to give you? Then good luck with that, because your money clock just stopped. Mm-hmm. Your money clock just stopped. And last time I checked, no, it is a very difficult job. But being a stay-at-home mom, I don't see a paycheck on deck. You better have your name on a deed. You better have your name on a 401k. You better have your name on a portfolio. And don't forget, you might do something strange and take it off. You just never know. Yeah. It is the most challenging job, the most thankless jobs. Yeah. Because sometimes things go wrong in the home and the kids will blame the mom. They hardly ever blame the man. Notice that. So yeah, this right here, a lot of women, and I understand, if you haven't done that, that's just never been my deal. But this day and age, you need to have your own money. The romanticize of a family is the idea is beautiful, but there's a difference in reality.
But once you see it with your damn eyes, you will never aspire to be financially dependent on a man. I mean,
Exactly.
that's literally my worst nightmare. I mean, I could scream just thinking about it. Hell no. I don't aspire to be a stay-at-home nothing.
And when you don't have your own money, that's when your nightmare can begin. Why? And you might find yourself being controlled and abused emotionally and financially by a man. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.